ShopLTS.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
If you want to avoid getting ripped off and put more money in your pocket, then join me, Clark Howard, every weeknight at 6, right here on WOCA, The Source.
We are The Source, WOCA.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I am not the person to go to if you have any questions about drugs. I stayed away from the whole drug culture all of my life when I was a younger guy. Gosh, I'm just a little bit younger than the Woodstock generation, but it still was pretty plentiful, especially if you grew up in New York. And I was out in L.A. for a while, and well, marijuana was everywhere, and who knows what else they were doing. But I can put my hands on a Bible and tell you I really didn't touch the stuff. But I actually enjoyed the smell of marijuana. I kind of like the way it smells. when I smell it now, like I go to the beach and I can tell somebody's smoking it somewhere. It's it like has a fond memory for me. Oh man, it reminds me of when I was younger. But aside from that, that's all I know. Okay, so I've never really had a need for prescription drugs either until lately. I go to the doctor. I get a prescription because of my leg. I got a pain in my leg, and you read the little thing online about what it is. And I can't remember what it was called, but it was considered an opioid. And it was considered a controlled substance. So I said, oh, my gosh, I have a controlled substance here. I always thought that was, bad words. Anyway, I don't know. I take them so sparingly. I mean, and I haven't taken one in a long time. I have so many left over. Am I supposed to throw them away if I'm done with them?
Yeah,
I think I might be. But anyway,
keep 'em.
Opioid overdose and addiction recovery is the topic right now. I guess today is International Overdose Awareness Day. Dr. William Morrone is on the phone. He is a board-certified pain physician specializing in the treatment of chronic pain and addiction. And he's got a whole bunch of other titles as well. David Hume's also on the phone. David's son, Greg, passed away from an accidental overdose at the age of 24. And he has become an advocate for people to take an active role in a person's addiction recovery. So, wow, real heavy topic. Good morning, Dr. Morrone and David. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Larry.
Are you both in the same place? Where are you guys?
Yeah, we're looking at each other. We're sitting next to each other.
And where are you?
Downtown Philadelphia.
We're in Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia. Okay, so the storm's not going to affect you right now, right?
No.
Hopefully not.
Okay, it'll stay away while we do the interview, I'm sure. So tell me about this. I mean, I've been taking this. I don't even know what it's called, but I know it was considered an opioid. But there's nothing about it that would make me want to be addicted to it, aside from the fact that it makes the pain easier to deal with. Is that what people get addicted to? Is the pain-free moment?
When you have the pain and you take the medicine, your body can develop a tolerance. And if you take it regularly, it'll stop working, and then you need to take more. And that is a fatal cascade that begins this whole process.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's not an addiction in the way like we thought of with illegal drugs, where you have hallucinations and that kind of thing, right? Or just have a euphoric feeling.
Well, there's a significant portion of the people who are opioid dependent and stuck today that started as pain patients. And they didn't start to experiment for euphoria and to get high. But we still need to recognize the risk that both groups of people present, and we still need to get them correct medical care. And in high-risk situations, an easy-to-use naloxone will revive somebody from an opioid overdose in either of those categories.
Oh, okay, so there's help. David, I'm so sorry about your son. How long ago did Greg pass away?
Thank you. I lost him in May of 2012.
Oh my gosh!
It's been 4 years.
Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. Did Greg show any signs at all that he was addicted to a painkiller?
Greg actually never had an addiction to the opioids. He progressed through experimentation and ended up taking heroin. At the time of his death, he had been sober for 17 months, and he was doing everything right in his life. And what happened was one night he ran into some old running mates of his, and he thought he could do this one more time. And what happens is the further you're away from it, your tolerance is down and the drugs become stronger. And he overdosed with these people. And what they did is they lifted him up and put him in his own automobile. They drove him to the parking lot of a hospital and just got out and left him there. They didn't honk the horn or hit the key fob.
How
the emergency
stupid.
ward door, call 911. And by the time he was discovered in the lot there, it was too late. They rushed him into the hospital, but he had died at that time.
Oh, my gosh.
So
The
sorry.
investigating detective talked to me about it, and his words to me, which ring true to this day, is if we had a 911 Good Samaritan law or a Narcan law, your son might very well be alive today. So that's the way I chose to advocate specifically for Narcan laws, because they save lives.
So they ran away because they could have gotten in trouble by calling 911.
Exactly. They were afraid of that, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that law
And that
makes...
happens all across America.
Wow. Well, so who do we need to write to? Our congressman about this?
Well, individually, the states are reaching out to try to change that one state at a time. I think we're somewhere around 35 states have naloxone laws. Your state specifically has had 1,399 overdoses in 2014. You're the number 4 state for opiate overdose deaths. But the good news is you have a standing order for the Narcan that would have helped David's son. And whether you're experimenting with heroin or you're stuck after a sports injury, you need to view the treatment with naloxone or Narcan as what's going to reduce the risk of an overdose death.
Okay, if you don't mind spelling what you're saying, because I don't even know what you're saying. Loxone or what was it again?
No, naloxone is the generic. Narcan is the nasal spray that's available, Narcan, and they can find out more information at narcan.com.
Okay, narcan.com. Okay, and that's actually is that like an antidote?
It is the reversal agent for opioid overdose. Yes, it is an antidote, but it's not a replacement for emergency services.
Okay.
It's part of a complete system. Activating 911, using Narcan, and then bringing professionals in to take the person to the hospital for follow-up care.
Okay, and the active ingredient in Narcan is called naloxone. Am I saying that right?
Naloxone, yes.
Naloxone, okay. All right, so this is a state-by-state thing, and you have the numbers for Florida. How is our legislation as far as this goes? Do we are we being stubborn up in Tallahassee?
Well, you are just finding the revelations that your legislators are putting it together right now, this summer, this spring. And some of these laws started 5, 6, 7 years ago, just a couple states, but we're up to 35 states, and the Florida laws are new.
Actually, they passed an naloxone access law in Florida in your legislature in 2015. I don't know the exact nature of the law there, but it does give some additional community access, because if you're a parent or you have a loved one who's in use, one of the first things you should do is make sure you have naloxone on hand in the event that you come across them in an overdose situation.
Do the fact that people who are addicted, do they pay attention to days like today and to the month of September, which is deemed National Recovery Month?
I think really in many instances it's people who have been touched by the disease that are out there for International Overdose Awareness Day and for the month of February as well. And really what we're trying to do is reach out and educate the people who have yet to be touched by the disease to understand it's not a character flaw, it's not a moral failing, it is a disease that they have, and really to get rid of the stigma.
One of the hardest parts is everybody that's looking for help right now knows a handful of people or a dozen people that have all died of overdose. They're very much aware of this epidemic that's going on because it's very close to them.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Well, thank you both for being on. I know it's a short visit and you have other stations to talk to, but we've written stuff down. We'll share this interview online as a podcast. David, we're again so sorry for your loss, and
Thank you.
it's so great of you and brave of you to be doing these radio interviews in spite of the fact that this must bring it up every single time you speak to one of us idiots, and it's horrible that you have had to go through this, but you're helping other people perhaps not go through it. And Dr. Morrone, same thing with you. Thank you both for doing this. Let's see, the website I wrote down is Narcan, Narcan.com. We have another one here, stopoverdose.org. Is that a good website?
That may be a Florida-specific website. I know there's in different states they have different parent groups
Okay.
that bring people together and deal with the issue of substance use disorder.
Okay. Doctor and David, thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we will be right back. This is WLCA.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. Let's get rid of those sun damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. It's time to get that new look started. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon, 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. And whether you're going on a job interview or out on a date, your hands do a lot of talking. Manicures are a must. Hello Gorgeous is a full-service salon, so let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too.
Hello, gorgeous.
Looking to put your money to work? Florida Credit Union has a CD special, 25 months for 1.41% APY with a $10,000 minimum. Federally insured by the NCUA, a government agency. These rates effective through September 15th, subject to change at any time. Visit one of Florida Credit Union's convenient locations today or their website, flcu.org, or call 352-237-8222. Don't miss this 25-month CD special. Again, the APY is 1.41%. Act now.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
WWWA